Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. 下午好。我可以中英文混合去讲。It's my distinct pleasure to welcome Zibo delegation coming to the San Francisco Bay Area and to celebrate the grand opening of Hanhai-Zibo Life Science Park. Zibo, as some of you may know, has a very long history, one of the oldest cities in China, and it's the ancient capital of the initial China civilization. And nowadays, actually has evolved itself, become an industry powerhouse. And a few of you probably knew this fact. The total industry output of Zibo in 2012 was over 1 trillion Chinese yuan. And nowadays, it's actually entered a new phase, 进入一个新的领域，进入到it's in the life science technology field. And as many of us know, they come into the center of San Francisco. As many of you know, and also Gail mentioned, it's the birthplace of modern biotechnology. And the very first biotechnology company, Genentech, is just about a couple miles north of here. And according to San Francisco Center for Economic Development, Bay Area now is home to over 1,300 different type of life science companies in the Bay Area, and directly employed over 140,000 highly trained and highly paid professionals in life science field. Bioscience companies based in the Bay Area reported a total worldwide sales over 4.1 billion US dollars. Just like Kay mentioned, has a very large market. It also attracted the NIH grant over 1.2 billion US dollars. 美国卫生部这个科研基金湾区是占了非常多，12亿美金在去年。In the last quarter, the fourth quarter of last year, San Francisco Bay Area attracted venture capital investment over $455 million that invested in the Bay Area, accounted about 1/3, 35% of the total VC investment in life sciences. So certainly has the money to foster new technology and new companies. To echo what Kim mentioned, obviously I think the most important, the driving force for this area is the talent. San Francisco Bay Area has the largest aggregation of research universities and federal institutes in the US and produce more PhD scientists as well as engineers than any other places in the US. So as many of the previous speakers mentioned, it's really a center for innovation. 这个旧金山是一个创新的中心。In the life science area, in the biomedical area, 在过去in the past 15 months, there were 9 new drugs approved by the US FDA, accounting about 20% of all the innovative drug approved in the US. So tremendous output that really speak to the talents and the VC funding, and as well as the research in the Bay Area. I know Zhang Zhang mentioned something. He's very interested to set up a 留学生之家 because this has the biggest talent in terms of engineer and scientist. I think 这将是一个非常大有市场，将会有很多人非常感兴趣。Chinese American Biopharmaceutical Society, or CABS, is the largest professional organization in life science with a focus on Chinese Americans in the Bay Area, or on the West Coast. And of course, we always welcome people with all ethical backgrounds. We actually do have members that are non-Chinese. We have over 3,000 members and participants, and the highly educated group, over 70% has PhD degrees. Most members actually have nexus or interest in China, and CABS has served as a bridge linking US and the Chinese life sciences communities for the past 15 years. We first established in 1998. Because of this strong membership, broad scientific leadership, and unique presence and influence across the Pacific Ocean. So I think CABS is a perfect natural choice for Zibo and Hanhai to collaborate, to establish and build the first US biotech incubator with a deep tie with the Chinese city. As president of the organization, I'm extremely excited about our collaboration in the coming years. 作为这个北美华人生物医药协会会长，我对我们合作跟淄博、跟瀚海合作，淄博瀚海生物园区合作的前景感到非常的振奋。So on behalf of CABS and its members, today I congratulate Zibo Mayor Zhang and Hanhai for the grand opening of Hanhai-Zibo Life Science Park in the city of Burlingame. I hope that CABS, Hanhai, and Zibo High-Tech District will collaborate closely and work together to make this park a local magnet in attracting talents and ideas. I wish that this life science incubator will foster